Alright. Hey America, Broderick here. And you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of dudes being pitted amongst each other. I really am. I see it online. I see it in the real world. Like, dudes are constantly being pitted against each other for absolutely no good reasons at all. Like, there's no good reason for it. It's just pitting men against each other for the sake of pitting men against each other for his own name's sake. And I get tired of seeing this. I see it in the real world enough. Like, there'll be dudes who will be like knowing each other for 20 damn years. Some new element gets released into their dynamics between each other, and then out of nowhere someone's dead. Just fucking dead. And I'm just like, I understand why this happens, because, you know, some people out here are just too naive to look at life on a grander scale. And there's differences in culture, you know, status, values, and different levels that all work into play in a huge part, and just keeping men separated from just having, you know, well-off terms. And of course, this is a huge this was one of the huge push back in the 19th century to try to create this type of diversion in men, so they'd be easier to deal with. And for the most part, it seems successful on the surface. But if you go just a hair length more deep, you can see that it's not really working as intended in the theoretical practice as they all wanted it to go and turn out. Like, the one great thing about men is that you don't have to put a lot of information in front of them for them to work together, or for them to develop a beneficial relationship towards the goal. It's like, you give this one man a stick with a pointy knife on it, you give this man another sharp stick with a pointy knife on it, and suddenly you can get dinner. You can get dinner. Nah, they might have different approaches how they want to, you know, prepare the dinner, but you can get dinner at least. That can happen. Oh, trying to work on keeping camera steady But I like the shaky cam. I like the shaky cam experience when watching back these videos. I get it, it's not a thing for a lot of people. But I grew up seeing shaky cam a lot, and I really took to it. I don't know why. It seems like a more authentic experience. It's just like, ain't nobody gonna be having some professional grapher in their videos, and I know I don't. And I'm like, up, shaky cam it is. But anyway, back on topic. There are so many elements to this subject. Men being pit together, like against each other. It's just like, oh, like you see it all throughout entertainment, and I'm just like, how much of that is intentionally being done? I'm like, and the bigger question is, why is so much of our society entertained by men killing each other? And now we can point back through history where this comes out to being at play. But you know, we all know, no matter what time you live in, humanity doesn't change. Humanity does not change. And you would want things to turn out a better way, but they don't. Oh.
I gotta wait 3 months. Nigga, first off, it ain't been 3 months.
Alright. Alright, there we go. Now, back to the video. So, since humanity's never changed, the dynamics of men working together are reaching a grander goal outside of themselves doesn't really change at all. Like, fair exchange has never been a robbery. And if it's any gender that understands that, it's men. Now, I say this all the time. Humans, they aren't the way they used to be. They ain't made the same way they used to be. Used to be a time and point where, you know, you would get good results. But these days, that doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen, man. But the basics that all come together to make what men are, they're still there. It just takes a lot of more effort these days to get all the ingredients to make something good. And I'm talking about with men. I'm not talking with the process of them being made. I'm just talking about the end result here. You know, I ain't trying to add to the birth rates. I really not. I'm just trying to keep up with the concept of, you know, knowledge being put out there and guys knowing and acknowledging in their awareness what they need to might push toward doing what they want to do for themselves. Like I always say, I'm only here to give some form of awareness and some type of information out there. That's it. If you looking at me like I'm some type of savior, the answer is no. I'm not leading you in. I'm not leading you to some salvation. It's not gonna happen. Now, if you're dealing with some type of hatred, I can give you a guide on how to utilize that in some type of different perspective way. But leading you to the salvation, I don't need to do that. You can lead your own self to the salvation that you seek. You really can. You as a man can be your own transformation. It's all within you to make that your probability. You look at the odds and you wage if you want to make that risk. And if you want to take that risk, you take it. But give it enough consideration to see if it's worth your while. Now, a lot of expectations that are uninformedly put onto us as men drive these diversions that wind up pitting men against each other. And a lot of you might be saying, like, Broderick, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the interpersonal connections that are all around us. Some of them even unintentionally there. And that goes back to a lot of what Big John talked about. You gotta go be careful who interjects themselves into your life. I've always been very much aware of that and made effort toward the distinguishment of those considerations. And so if you're not having that awareness, if you ain't making those conscious efforts toward, okay, who I'm gonna have in my life, yeah, you might find yourself in a situation where you're pitted against another man. And, well, as Sir Yeetus always says, killing is as easy as breathing. And it really doesn't take a lot. So you gotta be careful out there. Cause we don't live in the Oonga Boonga caveman times no more. That world it's dead. It's gone. We're in the 21st century now. Soon we're gonna be heading into the 23rd century, and no one really knows how crazy that's gonna be. A lot of people, they think they know, but they really don't. Most of it's just bullshit to get your money out of your pocket. And look, rampant consumerism isn't an in-life goal. Nobody goes out of this world talking about, I wish I had bought more shit. No, they don't. No matter what the corporations and these corpos want to let you think, nobody dies thinking about that. Look outside of being so superficial and fucking vapid. A lot of that money can be saved. Put to some better, bigger project. I don't know, maybe you can go put that $60 toward buying a power washer. That's a piece of equipment you can use to, I don't know, go around, clean up some of the parking lots of some gas station, or, you know, turn that into an investment of some sort. There's a whole lot of guys I know, like in real life, you know, they put money aside, they buy equipment, and well, today they got so much equipment they can run their own side business, making passive income. And they make revenue off that stuff. But they started where a lot of people start. Oh, I'm just gonna buy this piece of equipment so I can use it later. And then, you know, somebody comes and asks them to do a thing, and it's just like, well, I gotta get paid for it. And it becomes, hey, name your price. And look, I don't own any businesses of my own, but I talk to people who do own businesses because they're intellectually different than a lot of the normal people you come across. Where's that? Let's see how much time I got. Oh, okay, I got 9 more minutes. Well, to get to the point of this, you gotta be careful about how you're being led and who's leading you. You know, you don't need to wait until you get into the situation where it's do or die to acknowledge a bad situation. Recognize patterns that might lead you down that path before you get to it. And, you know, it could save your life. Because, you know, a risk is still a risk at the end of the day. And like I said, I've seen it a lot of times. Dudes being killed over just some hearsay nonsense. Not having a conversation, bullshit over what happened when and what was said where, and it all came out to be about nothing. But yet, that ain't bringing whoever landed in that damn pine box back. Don't be played like a damn chess pawn, people. Take some time, sit back, and think about stuff. Even the small stuff. Because the expiration on your life never has a guarantee. You know, you can cut your life short by your own actions. Alright, so I'll see y'all in whatever else I'm making. I don't know when I'm gonna be making another video, but whenever I make another video, y'all see it up on the channel. Alright, bye.